Dilly dilly.
Fresh cake here too.
A keg of Bud Light is changed every 6 seconds. Enjoy it.
Dilly dilly.
Thanks, babe.
Introducing the SUV that's big on tap.
You should see the moon tonight.
The first ever Hyundai Kona. Life on Earth just got a little more intelligent. At Crown Plaza, we know business travel isn't just business. There's this.
Hey, bro, you still be eating that cat food?
A bit of this.
Hey, you still be eating that horse food? Look at that, boy.
Look, you made one Fridays. Look at that.
Crown Plaza.
Look at that. Like you eat catnip. Look at that.
Top 100 players in the NFL.
Scooby snacks and shit. Look at that.
To the source to find
You
out
like you like Pico de Gallo.
You like a pot of beef stew.
Look at that. You like a rabbit.
It sounds like
That's some damn salsa.
the top 100 players in
you like a
2018.
big sauce.
Monday at 8, only on NFL
Look
Network.
at that. You like a bacon bit. A baby straw. A curly fry.
So we gotta go on the tempo of the ball, obviously change speeds at the next level. So we test firm with an arc. So you take a 7-step drop from center. We got an 8-foot barrier that's 10 yards out there. We gotta get it up and down over. Have enough speed on the ball so it's down to your receiver before the safety's can close on it.
With an arm angle at 66 degrees, Rosen launches the ball on average 44 miles per hour from a release point almost 8 feet above the turf. More than 10 feet in front of the barrier, the pass reaches an apex of 13 feet. That time that any player has touched in the history of the NBA.
Josh Rosen definitely had a chance to be a star in this league, but we're lucky on this set each and every day. We have a star sitting next to us here in Rhett Lewis. And we've said for a long time he's really a special talent. But it's not just our words that you need to take here, because we may able to put some numbers to this in our latest installment of Soul Science.
Ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
12-year TV vet, Rhett Lewis. In our first test, we learned that Rhett leaves the co-anchor chair.
All right, here we go.
With a launch angle of 55 degrees. That's more thrust from a seated position to a walking position.
I'm going to get myself out of this chair here.
than any co-anchor we measured this week.
There you go.
Back to throw
Next,
Beathard.
we analyzed Rhett's ability to get from the desk to the pylon
Down
position.
they go.
The host of the show, DJ, is on the move. Making a walk here from the desk.
With an average walk speed of 2.73 miles an hour,
We'll step right over that cable.
Rhett walked 17 steps, remains in his pylon position in just 5.31 seconds.
And we say hello.
That's exactly 1
So the
second
D-line's going to
faster
spread out.
than his 40-yard dash at his 2006 Indiana program. Despite his deficiencies, Rhett consistently displayed a relentless
Can't even test that shit.
average.
Bring it down at the 27-yard line.
Solar
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll
I'm
set
John
up the third
Burns.
down.
Oh, look at that. Look at your call. All right. Two correct picks in your mock draft. Wow. I can't believe the big jumper can do this. Thank you, John. Everybody on campus today. I mean, the production value is just top notch. Oh, we got to see your reaction. I got to see your reaction. I mean, it's not a little generous. I mean, obviously, so many times good show stuff. I didn't really get it sold very much.
Man, you can't fake that shit, can you?
Great job, by the way.
getting fucking hurt.
I'm happy to tell you he didn't ask for autographs, but there has been a little more HTTR around the office today than some would have liked. AFC North is getting draft grades today, plus potential changes to the kickoff. That's pretty good.
Still no final decision from Cowboys tight end Jason Witten about his future. Witten is expected to retire after 15 seasons and join the Monday Night Football booth. Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones with more on Witten's status.
What the fuck?
Make the right decision here for him and his family, and I think that, you know, I think he just needed this time. And like I said, if it takes 2 more weeks, it takes 2 more weeks. If it takes a month, it takes a month, as far as we're concerned. He deserves this. He deserves to have all the time he needs to make what's in the best decision for Jason Witten. And we'd love to have him be a Cowboy because what he brings to the table, we're a better football team with him.
Dez Bryant still trying to figure out what is the best decision for him nearly 3 weeks after being released. The former Cowboys receiver still hasn't found a home. Cowboys Vice President of Player Personnel, Will McClay, shed some light on why Dez was let go.
I think the father time gets all of us, and it's not to say, you know, there was a deal that came out yesterday. I'm saying there's a big deal about it. I was not misquoted. I was misinterpreted. Dez did win some one-on-ones, and he didn't win some one-on-ones like many receivers. He did some great things for us, but I just think that as you go through it, we're looking for the best decision for the team as we went through that.
So, we have some guys here who would know more about whether Dez could win one-on-ones and how consistent he was.
Yeah, shooting at people. I ain't hear you talking for a minute.
Blackman, who has faced him for the last couple of years with the Redskins. Have you seen the things that he talked about there?
I've seen some of them. You know, I made the statement earlier that I still think Dez can play football. I think he can be an exceptional receiver. I think he can help win a lot of games. I think he can win one-on-one matchups. I also think Dez needs to realize where he's best suited. I said he needs to go inside and play in that slot role. He's not a guy. He's never been a real fast guy. He's always been a more powerful guy than he has been fast. And so I like to see him inside where he can use that strength and his ability to run out and catch, just run more option routes instead of downfield. He's not running past anybody now, but I think he still can play in this league, absolutely.
I can say that I have won some battles versus Dez, and I have lost some battles versus Dez. I mean, that's an interesting quote to say that he has won some and lost some. I feel like, with Dez, he's only 30 years old, and that's not a dinosaur. I mean, as soon as Tony Romo left, his stats did go down. I felt like they featured, obviously they drafted Zeke, and they featured him more, and then a lot of passes, you know, they went to Cole Beasley inside and Jason Witten inside. So I think he's in a situation where he's similar to Anquan Bolden, where he doesn't necessarily have to be wide open. If he's covered, he's still open. He's a very, very strong receiver. So Dez, he's going to find the right situation, and I think he'll be just fine.
It's almost been 3 weeks, as Dan mentioned, since he was cut by the Cowboys. Still doesn't have a team. Is that a bad sign?
You know what? I'm in a situation right now where I worked out for 4 teams, and a lot of them told me, hey, you know what? Let us go through the draft, and then after that, let the young guys go through rookie minicamp, and then we'll see what we need. I think right now, Dez is in that same situation where let the teams draft who they want, let them see who they have in minicamp, and then after that, he'll find the right situation. Dez is in no rush to go anywhere, as I don't think he should be, and he'll find the right situation.
Yeah, and if I can pick back off that, I just think Dez needs to really just go to play football. You know, it's not about the money at this point, you know. I'm sure he has offers, but I'm also positive that the offers aren't where he wants them to be money-wise. And he wants a one-year deal where he can go out and prove it. That's the formula that a lot of guys who've gotten cut do. It kind of, you know, it wasn't the best situation for him because he got cut after free agency. If he would have got cut before free agency, I'm sure a lot of teams would have been clamoring to try to get their hands on Dez Bryant. But because he got cut after free agency, now he's kind of in that waiting game like Will talked about, where he has to wait and kind of see, you know, what other guys that are on rosters, just see how they play, if they play well, if they don't. And, you know, injuries as well, that, you know, that plays into it too. So I think Dez will find a home, but it won't be for top money. It's going to be a, you know, low money deal where he has to go in there and prove it, and then he'll get paid the following year.
You mentioned mini camps. Browns have one that starts on Friday. It'll be our first chance to see Baker Mayfield on the field in Berea with his happen when your brother was there with you. When I met Baker, I saw that in him. So if we needed any more proof that the Browns had moved away from all the analytics approach, Exhibit A right there. He's talking about a gut feeling, which is something that's tough to quantify. How important is it that a quarterback have the traits that he's talking about?
It's huge. You know, it's funny because Alonzo Highsmith, he actually had Sam Darnold rated the whole year as the #1 quarterback, as most people did, and he didn't change his mind until he actually met Baker Mayfield, and the word he used exactly was efficacy, and that's the effect to change people around. You know, he walked into the room, you heard Hugh Jackson mention that I guess Baker yelled like, hey, to the whole building, everyone else responded with the same chant, and just how motivating and inspired he was. And if you go through his history, he walked on Texas Tech, and he left there and walked on Oklahoma. Just his adversity and resilience, just to keep fighting as a dog. And I think that's exactly the type of person that they were looking for in Cleveland.
Have you seen examples with your quarterbacks where someone just feels like a leader and they inspire the guys around them to do better, and then vice versa?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Baker's a guy who, from the jump, there was just something about him. And I've never met him at all. But he's just a guy that pulls into him. You know, it's something about him. It's his moxie, it's the arrogance, it's the confidence. It's all of those things that, as a player, especially a defensive player, you see quarterbacks who generally don't have those traits. When you see them doing that and showing it, you feel more connected to them. You know, these guys who want to go out and have a beer with. I think Baker's one of those guys that I think everybody in the locker room would definitely rally behind him, want to hang out with him. And he's cool enough and seems cool enough that he's conjuring up those conversations. He's not waiting for guys to come talk to him. I think he's very approachable. I think those guys will definitely rally behind him.
Well, we will see, at least in part, on Friday when we get a chance to see him interacting with his rookie teammates, at least for the first time on the field for that rookie mini.
Are you playing?
Yeah, I'm playing now.
One from Alonzo Highsmith is the recon he was doing on quarterbacks in the draft. This one, regarding
Hey, you down with classes?
kind of bizarre. Highsmith saw UCLA volleyball team at the airport and approached the volleyball coach to inquire about Rosen, asking what Rosen was like. The coach said his girlfriend is on the team, and she's right over there, so you should ask her. Highsmith declined and went on to say later there was something about Rosen that just bothered him. Rosen talked about that story today on the Rich Eisen Show.
I'm streaming on YouTube if you want to watch it.
I mean, and he's scared of someone actually saying something good about him.
You play online?
Yeah.
I don't know. That is funny. So there would have been no red flags, right? What would our scouting report of you have been, Josh? It's amazing that you can pull a red flag from something with literally zero information. Like, he literally pulled absolutely no information from his encounter, and it managed to be a red flag.
Rosen kind of worked his way around that question about the scouting report of your influence. And the flip side of that strange story is this one. About the current starting quarterback for the Cardinals, and of course Sam Bradford. Bradford texted the 10th overall pick after he was drafted saying, quote, just want to let you know that I look forward to playing with you. I'll be an open book, so if you ever need anything or have any questions, feel free to ask. Nice thing to do from the senior quarterback in that quarterback room. I'm sure he did Cartonius now.
Hey, boxing glove.
A little awkward. How could Sam Bradford be in Rosen's development?
He could be vital in his development. I think that's a great thing about having a veteran quarterback. It's also been a first round pick.
So, box cutter.
That he didn't know, but he didn't know at that point. And Josh is coming with a little bit of arrogance, a little bit of confidence, but I think that the way Sam can approach this is, hey man, I've been down the road to help you out, and to show that, and if Josh is open to that, and he's coming in there, trying to steal Sam's job right off the bat, if they can work together, the quarterback group can actually be a very positive thing for the rest of the football team. It can help a young football team, a team that's trying to get back there and play some good football. So if these guys can show they're working together for the interest of the rest of the guys in that locker room, it's going to be better for them than the Cardinals.
Hey, you need to, your nickname Consuela, ain't it? Look at that.
I think Sam does. Obviously, it's not a 4 or 5 year deal. Quarterback, they'd like him to come in, be healthy, and play some good football. If Josh is not ready, but I think that Sam going in there, they were going to draft a quarterback high, and then he's probably going to eventually see his play. So Sam can say,
he's like an unopened can of tuna.
I think that this is a good situation for Arizona. I don't think it's going to be an issue.
Yeah, not a matter matter if it's just Wednesday, I'll show you what's on the field there in Arizona. Day 2 of the player safety meetings.
Like a flaming hot Cheeto puff.
There are going to be changes coming to kickoff to prevent some of those violent collisions in the game. Jimmy Batista and Tim Trotter have more from New York City.
Man.
Kickoff summit here at the league office was all about potential changes to the kickoff rule, and it certainly sounds like those changes are coming for 2018. Let's hit some of the highlights of what the new rule might look like. No wedge allowed at all. No running start by the kicking team. No free kick motion by the kicking team. And 8 blockers will be allowed up close to the kick. That means only 3 men back. The obvious intent here, Jim, is to make the most dangerous play in the game much safer. It's important to note that Mark Murphy of the Packers, who's a member of the competition committee, said even with these changes, it's a short leash. They're going to go year to year here, and if they don't see a reduction in the injuries, particularly in concussion, there's a chance that the kickoff goes away entirely. The intent of these changes is to try to save the kickoff.
And that's why today's summit was so important, because it was a collaborative effort. You had owners, you had head coaches, you had position coaches, you had medical people, you had league officials, you had game officials. They all understand they have to work together to make the play safer and thus make the game safer. And that's what the summit was all about.
Former 49ers safety Eric Reed has filed a collusion claim against the NFL because he hasn't been signed by a team. Reed believes that his social activism, which included kneeling during the anthem, is the reason why. His case will be heard by an arbitrator on the terms of the collective bargaining. The Chargers have exercised the fifth-year option for running back Melvin Gordon, who is coming off his first 1,000-yard season. He will earn just over $5.6 million in 2019. Not all fifth-year options have been exercised. Here's a look at some of the notable players who didn't get those options picked up, including Shane Ray, and Eric Chubb.
With 6 total picks, the AFC North dominated draft day 1. Wow. We're all about the Heisman guys. But forget the big names and focus on the big picture. If the draft is a test, and it is, who aced it and who spaced it? We're also launching a new game called Predict the Pick. Not next year's draft, we're not that one. Will Blackman pick up Andrew Luck for his first INC? Who will Minka get? What about Derwin? Player hint, check the schedule.
Plus, the Cleveland kid doesn't see a difference between playing on Saturdays and playing on Sundays. Every day of football, it's the same. And you gotta love the confidence, but you have to know the truth. Carr, Zach, there is a difference. He's brought the end of the 10, and it's huge. Carr, nowhere to go. Carr to Mayfield, 1-to-1, cost 7.
NFL Total Access is brought to you by Wendy's. Come taste the new Southwest Avocado Cheese Sandwich for a limited time at participating Wendy's.
Introducing Posted Extreme Notes. They stick in tough conditions. Get said and get just about any job done. Water resistant with durable inverted adhesive. New Posted Extreme Notes. They're tailored for tough.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromise. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
They bringing the fucking house.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left quarterback, right in the face of him, puts him down. Back to throw here. He's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out right around his 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards.
Tomorrow on Path to the Draft, our experts do a full recap of this year's class with complete team-by-team breakdowns and draft grades.
That was one heck of a draft class.
Path to the Draft, the Aftermath, tomorrow at 6 on NFL Network.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Football tomorrow at 7, live on NFL Network.
Tonight, I'm going to do something just for you. I'm going to Laughlin. The best place to eat local singles. And you can try it for free. Just pick up your phone phone and call live. There's so many fun and exciting sales on there all the time. You can always call and connect with someone local instantly. Try live and set free and meet someone special next.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Yo, where are you guys? In here helping the family unpack? Where is here? Everything about moving is awesome. Except moving your dish service at this. It's free and easy. Hey, that's my life. With the dish moving deal,
What place you just came in on that solo?
your favorite shows right away. If the dish has you covered, with the remote finder button.
I said, what place you just came in on that solo?
See what I mean?
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out.
How many solos you don't want?
To build a franchise around one from a ground to first overall, Bill Baker Mayfield. With the first choice, Texas like Cleveland Browns select David Carr, quarterback from Fresno State.
Takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big
Texas, they've got their quarterback who's strapping up in Cleveland, baby.
Two #1 picks, and aside from about 3 inches and a 16-year age difference, it's like looking in the mirror if you take their situations into account. Number of wins the Texans had the year before they drafted David? 0. How many wins did he have in his senior year of college? Double digits. Who did he open up against in the preseason? New York Giants. Baker better hope he doesn't get sacked 35 times in that game like he did.
Oh, give me my pick.
I mean, could you drive yourself to the facility? Okay, my point is, so you've been in a similar situation to the one that Eagles is in. Now, taking over a team that's in pretty rough shape. So you know what works and what doesn't work, and I'd like to get your thoughts on that.
The game of football, it's just a matter of terminology, language, and how they teach it. So you're not going to find one guy that's reinventing the wheel.
I like the confidence.
It is. It's good confidence.
Will it serve him well?
For the most part,
That shit.
right, the game of football is the same. X's and O's wise, there are only so many guys that are going to do things completely different than the norm. But everyone's an All-American. That's what he has to understand. They're all good. So you can't just rely on confidence, making plays off course, and that kind of getting you through. The biggest thing that he's going to have to do is he has to really be honest with himself. You have to do that every day as a quarterback, especially in OTAs. You can't just go in there and let your confidence go so far over the top that you are blind to the things that you need to work on. You have to find out what your weaknesses are, find out what those are, identify them, and make them your strengths. And then find out what your strengths are, and let that be the edge that takes you over the top and beats the other quarterbacks in the league that are the best in the world. So if you want to be one of those guys, you have to be really honest with yourself. You got to be a guy that can go out there. Obviously, leadership's not going to be an issue, and we all heard about the great things that he is, the intangibles that he has.
I'm gonna try to kill this motherfucker.
Detailed. Say his weakness is study habits, right? He thinks that he can get away with just being a better athlete and making plays. You got to make that your strength. Come in earlier, stay longer than everybody. As soon as that's on the level playing field with the rest of the quarterbacks, you're going to find out what you're really good at, what you have that none of those guys have. And I'm sure that he feels that he has a couple things that some guys in the NFL don't have at the quarterback position, and make that your edge.
They're on the same play all game, man.
Similarly, Hugh Jackson says that he will start out as third on the depth chart behind Tyrod Taylor and Drew Stanton. He says that he'll have to earn his way up. Is that an important part of the process?
I think it's just all about kind of stuff that we had just talked about. It's all part of that process. And you come in and you just hand the guy the keys. He doesn't feel like he has to really be honest with himself. Well, they've already told me I'm better than everybody else. I just have to go out there and continue to do what I'm doing. But really, there's a huge learning curve for young quarterbacks. I've been there. I know how hard that is. I should have been on the field. Charlie will tell you that. I felt the same way. Physically, I was better than the guys that were in camp, so I was able to go on the field. Baker's going to be close to the same situation, although I think Tyrell will push him a little bit more.
Again, Baker on the field Friday for the first day of a 3-day Browns rookie minicamp. The DDT Kabbalah will be there, and we will have coverage of it from Berea.
How about the guys who would love to see Baker Mayfield in their rookie season? These are the safeties who got drafted in the first round. Minka Fitzpatrick went to the Dolphins, Derwin James fell to the Chargers, and then Terrell Edmonds, brother of Tremaine Edmonds, picked by the Steelers at the end of the first round. Back to big safety Super Bowl champ Will Blackman talk about the impact of these 3 first-round picks. Let's start with Minka Fitzpatrick, ended off with a 16th ranked pass leading
Pick that lamb up.
I tell you what, he definitely reminds me of, a Charles Woodson type of player. One who's versatile. He can line up in the slot. He can line up at corner. He can line up at safety. He's one of the two to win the Heisman and the Chuck American Award in college. So I think it'd be interesting to see what D coordinator Matt Burke, who which is funny, Matt Burke was a graduate assistant my freshman year at Boston College. So it'd be interesting to see what he does with him. I think I like him back there. He's safety with Rashad Jones, who I think, probably is one of the best safeties when healthy.
And Macon didn't win the Heisman and Chuck in there. You meant Woodson, right? I just wanted to clarify.
Yes, the Thor.
Yes, I knew what you were talking about. The Thor. Let's think of something positive here. Your first ever career interception. Do you remember when that was?
You know what? It was against, I know it was against Andrew Luck. I think it was 2013. It was funny. I actually played special teams for about 7 years, and I didn't play defense until later. But this one, I was shocked that he threw it in 2 weeks. They didn't bring the chest before they actually had it one before that. It didn't count. I guess it was an all-size penalty, but yeah. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate you.
Heck yeah. What with that one? We're going to put a Dolphin sketch. We got to stop there. But that's not what you remember. You remember your first hit, right? I remember. Be selfish for a moment. You never know. Let's put this Dolphin schedule here, and I want you to tell me which quarterback Macon is going to pick off first. You can see it on the side of your screen there. You can start with Tennessee.
And you know what? I'm going to say it's going to be week 4.
Okay.
Miami's going up to Foxborough. Macon's getting the go.
Pick off Brady?
Macon's getting the go.
First ever pick?
First ever pick. Macon is going after the go. It's going to happen.
Where did that ball go?
That ball goes to the shelf, man. Yeah, it might go to the Hall of Fame. The expectations, I don't know, maybe something going on here. Maybe, I know Belichick and Saban have a good relationship.
Let's talk about Billy James. He drops to the Chargers in the 17th overall pick, replacing a friend of the show, Trey Boston, essentially there, with the Chargers on our defense. That was real good.
Right. I think this is a great situation for the Chargers. Ironically, our colleague Buck compared him to Cam Chancellor up in Seattle, and the funny is now he's with Gus Bradley, who helped with the maturation process for Cam Chancellor, and also this offseason he was mentioned by right next to Coach Gus Bradley in that defense. And you mentioned Trey Boston, who was he went 5 picks last year, and I think with the pass rush with Bosa and Ingram, I think this is
I'm looking at man there, 24-0.
Also has a very close relationship with Casey Hayward, who is a Pro Bowl cornerback there in San Diego. Okay, which one going to pick off first?
We're going right off the bat. We're going week 1. I'm sorry, Pat Mahomes.
It's going right to it. Right to it. Well, we talked about it several times. But they're going to be growing pains, and that means Megan Manfield be his first full time. He was okay.
I say, oh my God.
We mentioned earlier his brother drafted by the Bills, 16th overall. Terrell picked by the Steelers, 28th.
I think he reminds me of Deion Buchanan over at Arizona, the type where he's going to play close to the line of scrimmage, like a linebacker, rover, dying type of player. It's interesting to see what Coach he's been pushing with him. I'm really excited to see what he's going to do. I think it's a really good thing for them to bring the physicalness to bring the physical play to the defense. So I'm just going to see what he does.
It's kind of a hybrid number there in Pittsburgh. They have a couple of good safeties there already. Who is he going to pick off first? Trella.
You know what? I hate to do it, but my guy James down in Tampa, I feel like this is going to be a game where James is going to be hot 10 for 10, and then he's going to just have one of those where he's just, you're like, James, what's going on here? James is incredible, and I think he's going to do very well, but sometimes you have one of those where he's feeling
24-0.
Might try to force it in there one time, and Evans might get back to the one.
You said what?
All right, well, you were really kind to all the rookie safeties.
Very kind. Week 1, get a pick. Somebody.
Nothing later than week 4 from this guy. Look out there. Great pick.
17 weeks.
The number 8 pick in 2004.
Oh, funny.
Cocky. He was quick, and he posted up 40 times. 4.15. Am I reading that right?
Goes back almost 100 years.
I can't remember when Julie's still born.
Oh my goodness. This nigga Jalen Ramsey not be bullshitting.
Who you playing with?
I'm playing with the Dolphins.
This Mother's Day, get up to 50% off the latest iPhone on us. Unlimited is only as good as the network it's on.
It's easy to think that all money managers are pretty much the same. But while some push high-commission investment products, Fisher Investments are always that. Some advisors have hidden and layered fees. Fisher Investments never does. And while some advisors are happy to earn commissions from you, whether you do well or not, Fisher Investments needs are structured so we do better. Maybe that's why most of our clients come from other money managers. Fisher Investments, clearly better money management.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Nick was born to move. Three toddlers won't stop him, and neither the lower back pain. Because at a Dr. Scholl's kiosk, he got a recommendation for a customer.
What the fuck this man keep pulling the plug, bruh?
For being on his feet. Dr. Scholl's, born to move.
Insurance that won't replace the full value of your new car? You're better off throwing your money right into the harbor.
I regret that.
With new car replacement, if your brand new car gets totaled, Liberty Mutual will pay the entire value plus depreciation. Liberty stands with Liberty Mutual Insurance. It doesn't matter what kind of weather. It doesn't matter what time of day or night. When Mother Nature's done her worst, the only thing that matters to us is keeping the lights on for you. The hard work
Yeah, they trash.
of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, dedicated to keeping the power on in communities across the country. Because when bad weather strikes, we know what matters most. The IBPW, the power